So what is up guys, Ghost here, and today we're going to be taking a look at 10 removed features here from Call of Duty, and these features could be literally anything, any small minute detail here. And if you guys missed my 10 features that never came back in Call of Duty, then check it out down below in the description, guys. This is going to be a very similar video to this one here, so if you guys have any other ideas or any things that you can think of that say were removed in Call of Duty or that were only in one Call of Duty, then comment it down below. I'll keep making videos like this because I like this type of topic and idea, just going over and showing off some one-off things or some things that may not even come back to COD. And before I start, I want to give a huge shout out to Brac. I recently found him because of my good friend Difo, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to Brac because he's an up-and-coming musical artist. He makes some really good music. He's very talented, and I just want him to have more traction because he truly does deserve it, guys. So check out his socials from his Twitter, his Soundcloud, his Spotify. Give him a listen. I know music is very subjective, but just go and check him out for me and see if you guys like him. He only has 67 monthly listeners right now on Spotify, so let's just all bump it up to 100 plus. Let's make his day. He's a hidden talent that needs to be found, so show him some support and love because one of these days, I'm sure he's going to be popping off really hard with his music game. Anyways, here's a little snippet of his song, and then we'll just go ahead and get right to the video. Let me know what you think about it.
I be making waves, so you wanna do it safe face. Better say grace. I ain't fucking with the naysay. Been out of shape, but I'm moving at a fast pace. Oh, he can't rap. He's so whack. He's so dry. Stop, I ain't really with that. Everybody get back. Words coming at you fast as they cock back. Cock back, you got that. Let me get it back. Everybody wanna flaunt that. 720S, but your ass, I'ma whip that. O2 Sting isn't even really after that.
Anyways, guys, we have the museum here in Modern Warfare 2's campaign. This came back actually in the remastered version of MW2, obviously. So it's only been an MW2 and MW2 campaign remastered, and that's simply it. So you unlock the museum by completing the campaign, and then you're put into this museum, which you see all the past missions here, and you also see a lot of the weapons, every single gun in the game, obviously, and every single character in the campaign, which is pretty cool. This is something that MW2 only did, which I don't know, I'm kind of bummed out with that because imagine this but in a Black Ops style with, say, BO1's campaign or Black Ops 2's campaign or just any of your favorite Call of Duty campaign where they have a museum set up like this. So it's a removed thing from Call of Duty. Maybe we'll see it come back with this year's COD. I kind of doubt it because it's one of those one-off special things with Call of Duty that we all know and love, and I like how you can press that button and then it activates and makes everyone come out alive, like that one movie, Night at the Museum. Classic movie right there. I love that movie as a kid. But anyways, what do you guys think of this museum right here? Let's go on to the number 9 spot though. Next up, guys, another thing in MW2 is the third person mode. So there's actually a thing called third person team tactical here in MW2. However, it's a very dead game mode, so here's some private match gameplay. You can activate third person through the settings in the private match, and you can do the same with MW3 as well, but this isn't a mode from my memory in MW3. It's only a mode for public matches in MW2. So yeah, this is actually a thing here. I only played this a handful of times. It's so hard to get into a lobby of this because MW2 is obviously 10 years old, which is absurd to think about. It's extremely old, so the odds of you finding a match is kind of difficult. But what do you guys think of this third person mode here? Do you like it? Do you want it to return? Because I think that it should come back as, like, say, a weekend warfare mode just for the weekend or something to just see how it would be with the players. I wouldn't mind seeing it in Modern Warfare, to be honest. I think there's actually a glitch or a bug where you can play as in third person in MW. But I don't know, if you guys maybe want to see a video where I get a lot of you guys in a private match with me and, you know, play third person in MW2 or third person infected in MW3 in a private match, then I don't know, who knows, maybe let me know if you guys want to see something like this because this is super unique in Call of Duty. Next up, guys, at the number 8 spot, we do have pro perks in Call of Duty. So pro perks were only in Modern Warfare 2, which came to MW2 for the very first time, Black Ops 1, then MW3, and that's it. Sad to say. It's such a cool thing, you know, that Call of Duty brought, which added more progression, more replay value to that Call of Duty. Obviously, what a pro perk did was it was an upgraded pro version of that certain perk. It had added abilities and better attributes than the base perk, and you had to complete a specific set of challenges to unlock this pro version. There's Sleight of Hand Pro, which makes you aim down sight faster. Stopping Power Pro, which is extra damage versus enemy vehicles. Lightweight Pro, quick aim after sprinting, and so on and so forth. This is such a cool feature, but was removed from Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 3. You had some classic pro perks, dude. Ghost Pro, Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, Assassin Pro from MW3. That perk was overpowered and just so annoying, but everyone ran Assassin Pro. Quick Draw Pro. Just, you had all these amazing pro perks that, sadly was removed, and I don't think we'll ever get a perk system like this, and the fact that we have challenges to upgrade the perks. But who knows, we'll see. Let me know thoughts down below about pro perks. But also, if you guys are enjoying the video, drop a like in the video. That would be greatly appreciated, and make sure you are subscribed for more content like this here. Next, at the number 7 spot, we have one of the most notorious things ever in a Call of Duty, and that's going to be supply drops. Yes, the most infamous thing, the most hated thing, the most loved thing, whatever. If you like it, you hate it. Supply drops were a thing in Call of Duty for a few years back to back to back.
Back again. I'm assuming you're not here for my pretty face. So, what'll it be?
You're here to buy, I'm here to sell. Let's do business.
To back. Literally, this kind of plagued Call of Duty, if you will, to many people out there. But it was a thing for, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, even Modern Warfare Remastered. Call of Duty 4 Remastered had a supply drop system. They all had supply drops, which gave you random loot from calling cards to emblems to variants of guns that changed the weapon stats for Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare. And of course, in Black Ops 3, one of the most hated things were the supply drop guns, how you had ridiculous guns such as the XMC behind supply drops. You had very good guns behind supply drops only. So that was definitely very controversial. People still hate it to this day here, and they actually did remove supply drops. The last Call of Duty to have some sort of supply drop system was, I guess, Black Ops 4 with the crates, which was a form of a supply drop, which was even worse than a supply drop because you only got one thing from the reserve crate. Aside from that, Call of Duty has not had supply drops. We've had just this entire battle pass tier system, which I say is better, but then again, I kind of gotta admit, opening supply drops was kind of fun. Just seeing the one thing that you've been wanting for ages and getting rare things out of the supply drops. There's still some things that you and I don't even have in any of those CODs that we've been wanting for years. Like, you guys know me, I want the HBRA3 Insanity in Advanced Warfare, but I can't get it because it's behind supply drops. So stuff like that just makes me mad. But then again, it's kind of fun getting that thing you want, but it's just not a good system when it's not good to the consumer, especially with game-changing, stat-changing things behind supply drops. That's definitely a no-go right there. Do you guys want supply drops to return? Yes or no? And also, what do you think was the best supply drop system? Probably World War II supply drop system, definitely. It was honestly kind of fun opening supply drops in front of everybody, and you actually do gain social score from people who watch you open supply drops, which is another progression in that game. So just, yeah, I said of all of them, World War II was the most fair, and I felt like I got the most out of my supply drops, and I got more supply drops in that COD more than anything. But regardless of that, enough supply drop talk for 2.5 minutes straight. The next thing we have here is the firing range, alright? The firing range was only in Advanced Warfare, World War II, and Modern Warfare Remastered here. You simply press the start button to whatever class setup you have, and you can test out your guns before a match, or your class setup, or say if you get a weapon variant out of a supply drop in Advanced Warfare or World War II, or if you get a new weapon skin or camo in any of those CODs like Modern Warfare Remastered, you can check it out quickly before you start a match, which I definitely do like. This is something that needs to be in every Call of Duty. It's the best definitely in World War II because everyone could do it. It's a part of the HQ, which that should also come back. That's the removed thing too that I mentioned in my other removed features in Call of Duty video. What's the harm of adding this in every Call of Duty? This should be in every COD. It seems seems like it's such an easy feature, because instead of just going and waiting for a private match, you know, so long for the map to load up, you could access this with a simple press of the button to see your class setup and your gun to inspect whatever it is, which is really cool. So I hope this comes back. I doubt it will, bro. I doubt it would, because it's just one of those good features that for whatever reason COD doesn't bring back. Next, you have the number 5 spot. A very little minute detail here, guys. Like I mentioned in the intro of the video, little details do matter. And you see the yellow bar in the bottom right there? That's what it is, the XP bar. The XP bar was in World at War, Call of Duty 4, and MW2, and it never came back at all. Like I'm not sure why they removed this, because it's such a little thing, right? That is very cool and interesting and kind of useful. It really is useful to see how much XP you do need to rank up. I don't think it makes the HUD ugly, or it doesn't block anything, because it's kind of transparent. And you know, sometimes when I play MW2, I forget that's even there. Even in COD Full Remastered, it's there, and you can see the XP grow as you get kills and you call in kill streaks, you get assists. It's all right there for you. So it's a removed thing in Call of Duty that I think should come back, and honestly, it should be in every COD. A simple theme like that would be cool to have. Going to Black Ops 1, guys, at the number 4 spot, we do have the COD points. You know, not COD points nowadays where you could buy blueprints in Modern Warfare, or you could even buy supply drops in past Call of Duty games. No, I'm talking about the OG COD points in 2010, the in-game currency in Black Ops 1, where you could purchase anything from calling cards to attachments to emblem decals to weapons to camos, and you could even gamble your COD points in wager matches, which we'll be talking about next over here. So this never came back, this in-game currency where you just could gamble it and you could have everything unlocked right off the bat. I mean, you could say a similar thing to this is the squad points in Call of Duty Ghosts, which was very similar, how you could buy things with the in-game currency right off the bat as you're in it. But I don't know, just the COD points feel like they were more in depth, and they felt like they actually meant something, because you can unlock literally anything you wanted right off the bat. So yeah, now the COD points we have are different, obviously. But of course, as I was mentioning earlier, though, at the number 3 spot, we do have the wager matches, which you can gamble your COD points against other players in special game modes such as Sharpshooter, One of the Chamber, Sticks and Stones. All those game modes right there, you could gamble your COD points in. If you got first place, you got the most COD points. Second place, you got the medium amount of COD points, just a mid-tier, and then obviously last place, you get the least amount. So yeah, it's just something that was super cool to keep gambling every time you would win. You could also double down your COD points, so if you won, you got double the amount. But sadly, I couldn't find any matches at all whatsoever for the PlayStation 3 at least. So just imagine your good old normal party modes like gun game, you know, from BO1 or BO2, just any type of party mode, but just it actually means something. If you win, you gain COD points. If you lose, well, you don't gain anything at all. So it's something that was very cool, something very memorable about Black Ops 1 right here, with the good old wager matches, and especially watching videos back in the day of classic Call of Duty YouTubers doing wager matches in BO1 here. So I don't know, maybe it'll come back. I kind of doubt it, to be honest. It's been 10 years, so I doubt it. Next up at the number 2 spot, we have good old everyone's favorite Death Streaks in MW2 and MW3. Those are the only 2 CODs that ever had them, and Call of Duty removed them after MW3, thankfully. You know, that infamous
No last stand. You last stand.
Yeah, that is obviously from MW3, and you know, referring back to MW2, how MW2 had Final Stand, yet in Call of Duty MW3, they brought it back again. The community manager, Robert Bowling, kind of ate up his own words right there. Back in those MW3 days. That's a classic COD meme right there. Death streaks should not be in Call of Duty. If you die on a streak of, say like 5 deaths in a row, so be it. You should not be rewarded to get back up and keep playing. I don't think that should be in COD, but it was at one point, and thankfully it's finally gone. Stuff like Dead Man's Hand was atrocious in MW3. At one point that was literally broken, had the blast radius of a freaking nuke, and it literally killed people off with so many Moabs, and it still does to this date here. Yeah, Painkiller is extremely annoying. They sponge up your bullets. Nom, 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 nom. They literally eat up your bullets in MW2 with Painkiller. You die off freaking streaks off of that. So, thank God this is not in COD. Damn, this is just way too easy. Never mind. Yeah, way too easy, dude. Painkiller. I love Painkiller. Shoot first, die first. Wonderful. Finally, now the #1 spot, we have stat changing weapon variants, guys. As I mentioned earlier with supply drops, they sometimes had stat changing weapon variants, which the only COD that kind of had this was Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare. And IW, you did have weapons that had specific weapon perks that boosted that weapon, and it made it a lot better than the base weapon, so they are actually objectively better technically than the base weapon in the game. You know, they weren't that bad in IW at all. They were kind of manageable, but you had some supply drop exclusive weapons like that, as you saw. But here with Advanced Warfare, okay, it's a whole other can of beans here. You literally had increasing damage stats, decreasing damage stats, increasing range stats, decreasing range stats, same with accuracy, same with fire rate, same with even little things such as the hipfire spreader, even the aim down sight speed, and much more, guys. And even the magazine speed, and also some weapon variants limited you with whatever attachments you could put on it. So Advanced Warfare was a whole entire ball game with this here. Some people call this game pay to win because you had statistically, objectively better guns in this game behind the supply drops. So when you die from somebody, you could quite literally say, wow, he literally had the upper advantage because he had a better gun than me. He quite literally had a better gun than me. You could say that in Advanced Warfare because sometimes that does happen. Which that makes the gunfights kind of inconsistent in Advanced Warfare, which I don't think that this should be in Call of Duty. As much as it's exciting to get your favorite weapon variants in the game, the most rare items, it's better off if Call of Duty was fair and you didn't have stat changing guns that are literally better than yours. If there was another instant way to access them through like maybe a challenge or getting a specific amount of kills to access that elite gun, then yeah, I mean, there was actually, if you got to Prestige 16, you got the Battle 27 Obsidian Steed, or if you got to Prestige 30, you got the AK-12 ORP. You know, you only got specific elite guns when you reach certain prestiges after Prestige 15 in that game. However, that wasn't enough because that's only like what, 15 or 16 bonus elite guns out of the hundreds in this game here. So yeah, that's gonna be the entire video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you comment down below any other things that you could think of so we can do another top 10 on this little topic here. And of course, check out my dude Brac down below in the description, guys. Please go show him some support and go check out his music. Like I mentioned before, music is very subjective, but hey, give him a chance. Maybe he'll be your next favorite artist. Hopefully he will be, and I wish the best for Brac. And yeah, you know what? If you guys made it to the end of the video, if you're loyal, then comment down below Brac. I want to see you guys spam his name in the comments, show him some love and support. And with that said, I'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you guys so much for watching and sitting through the entire video. Peace out.
Want that rollie on, want that rollie on, wanna own the world like Napoleon. Bitch, I bring the army.
It means no one-man army, no game-ending nuke, no shotguns as secondaries, definitely no commando perk. No last stand.